So, life and times of Raghunandan Thakur. This is Raghunandan Thakur, little child. He was born in a family of physicians in 1511. His father's name is Mukundas. And Mukund was Narahari Sarkar's Thakur's older brother. Mukundas was physician to the king, and he lived in the village of Srikhand in West Bengal. Raghunandan Thakur took birth on Vasant Panchami, so yesterday. He's an incarnation of Krishna's Sakha, and Mukundas is an incarnation of Brinda Devi. Amazing. Narahari took a great deal of interest in raising his nephew, Raghunandan, for whom he had much affection. Externally, Mukund appeared to be engaged in government service as physician to the king, but in his inner life, he was filled with divine love. And who can know the extent of his love? Once when Mukundas was engaged in treating the king, he saw a peacock feather and he fainted. From his childhood, Raghunandan Thakur would feed the family's Gopinath deity, Ladus. Mukunda Das lived with his household deity, Gopinath. One day, he had somewhere to go for work, and he called Raghunandan, who was a little child at that time, do this deity seva. In this house, we worship Krishna. I want you to be sure to give him something to eat. Then he left. Raghunandan did as his father had ordered and made the offering to the deity. Raghunandan was just a child, and in his simplicity, he said to Gopinath, eat, eat. Krishna is controlled by love. And so he did as the child told him, and he ate everything on the plate without leaving a grain of rice. This is really extraordinary because Raghunandan was so innocent. His heart was so pure that Gopinath was forced to eat. When Mukundas returned, he asked the boy to bring the prasad from the offering he had made. The child answered, no, father. He ate it all. Nothing was left. Mukund was so astonished at his child's wondrous words that he asked him to make another offering. This time, after he left the house, he returned and he hid to watch what his son had done. So there you go. There's Raghunandan offering. There's Krishna eating. And there's his father, Mukundas, wondering what's going on. And this deity is still there. I think he stopped eating, isn't it, halfway or something, when he saw the father. Raghunandan joyfully placed the laddu in Krishna's hand and said in the commanding voice, eat, eat. When Krishna had eaten half of the laddu, Mukundas came in the doorway. Krishna saw Mukund and stopped eating. Mukund observed that Krishna did not take another bite and that the half-eaten laddu remained in his hand. This caused him to be filled with love. He embraced his child and tears of joy rained from his eyes. To this day, fortunate people come to Srikhand to see the half-eaten laddu in Gopinath's hand. Raghunandan is not different from Cupid himself. All the Mahantas felt fascinated to see Gopinath deity, whom Raghunath had fed ladus. So this is from scripture called Bhakti Ratnakar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once asked Mukunda, who is the father, you or Raghunandan? And Mukund said, certainly Raghunandan is my father and I am his son, for I've learned so much from him about bhakti. So age or relationship is not so important. What we know about devotion is what counts. That's what makes us senior or junior. When Raghunandan was 8 years old, his father took him to see Mahaprabhu in Nilachal, that's Puri. As soon as Raghunandan bowed at Mahaprabhu's feet, this beautiful verse spontaneously flowed from his mouth. Oh, my golden Gauranga, how sweet is your form, from which hundreds of streams of luster flow. Even Cupid feels jealous of your beauty, by which you easily steal the heart of anyone who sees you even once. Please bless me that the image of you in your dancing pose remains in my heart forever. So again, this blessing required of let me always remember you. Such an important, we had that discussion just the other day about some other pastime. Let me always remember you, no matter what the situation. Mahaprabhu and divine associates were amazed and they blessed him. By Mahaprabhu's order, Raghunandan served Gopinath until the end of his life. Due to his great devotion, at least 2 flowers blossomed every day on the Kadamba tree in this yard. Even though Kadamba flowers only blossom in the rainy season, he would offer these special flowers to Gopinath. So Mahaprabhu gave his adopted son, Raghunandan Thakur, the authority to offer the garland on the day before the Sankirtan Yajna, Divash, and to make the final offering at the Yajna's end. Which Yajna is that, by the way? Not sure what. Raghunandan Thakur accompanied the Bengali devotees to Jagannath Puri every year during Chaturmasya. He would dance with his uncle Sarakar, Narahari, at the Vartyatha festival. He also participated in the Keturi festival organized by Narottam Das Thakur at Gadadhar Das festival in Katwa, and also at the commemorative festival for Narahari Sarakar Thakur in Shrikant. Some people say anyone who is dear to Raghunandan will win Mahaprabhu's mercy for life after life. Others said Raghunandan is so merciful that he gives life to the most humble and fallen. Some say, what humility, there's no one who is equal. And others, he's as beautiful as Cupid himself. So this Raghunandan is so important. It's so nice to remember him. Raghunandan Thakur had great affection for Srinivasacharya. Prior to his disappearance, he consoled Srinivasacharya that despite the difficult times, he would be able to spread Vaishnavism in the future, which he did. Srinivas Thakur, together with Narottam Das Thakur and Shyamananda, they preached in West Bengal or in Bengal. Raghunandan Thakur bequested the service of his Gaur Gopal deity to his son Kanai Thakur and left the world on the 4th day of the waxing moon, Shukla Chaturthi, in the month of Shravan. Kanai Thakur gave a feast as part of my father's last rites. Raghunandan slowly became hidden to mortal eyes while repeating the names of Sri Krishna Chaitanya again and again. How glorious is that day of Shravan Shukla Chaturthi. This is the Gopal deities, Gopinath deity, worshipped to this day. Raghunandan Thakur ki jai, Hare Krishna. So thank you so much.